in this episode, I want to deal with the steering column. On my original plan, this tub came with this, I believe it's like 73 to 79 steering wheel and column. I was planning on trying to use it. I like the original steering wheel. It's a little rough, but I think it could have been brought back. But the problem is that this is too bulky in here for what the column is, and it would have looked just off. So I've gotten rid of that one. And I ordered one off of Amazon, which is basically a early Chevy style column. Here. So all it has is tilt, turn signals, hazard, and that's all this column has. So the ignition will be set on the dash somewhere, and then of course the wiring, but it's all GM. So that's the one we're going to go with. Next up is we got to fabricate a couple brackets, which we're going to make out of. We're using a 2-inch pipe clamp. I'm a plumber by trade, so just happen to have that one laying around that'll work. I was going to make it out of some flat bar, and then realized how hard it was to bend the thickness I wanted with the basic hand tools. So that's what we're going to use. We have to widen the hole going through the firewall. It's a little too narrow. The original one was a lot skinnier even than this 2-inch one. But all I'm going to have to do is add a little slice of metal, like the thickness of the grinder wheel on each side, just inside on the metal lip, and then we'll push them out and we'll tack weld that all back solid. That's all I need, and it's that close. And I think I can get away with the original clamp and the original rubber bushing setup that they have. I just have to do is open up the bushings. Obviously the rubber on them are a little, I mean it's old, so I'll probably cut out new stuff anyway, but we'll make it the same exact same layout and use the same mounting clamps and hardware. So that's where we're at. If you're interested, stay tuned, and I'll have a link to this and the other stuff I use for this steering setup in the description below. So check it out if you're interested. Alright guys, so we're taking the 2-inch plumbing pipe clamp, or riser clamp, and basically what I'm doing is I'm welding in the old holes so that we can then re-drill them in the location that works best for the dash. So that's where we're at with that. Let's keep going. Alright guys, so these are the clamps I made. Just 2-inch pipe clamps I cut down. I welded the old holes full and then drilled them out to work. Basically going to sit on here like so. So I'm going to mount one side of it, get hooked on there so that I can do this without struggling. They are different. That way. And the longer one goes to the driver's side. The hardware is not going to be the hardware I'm using. This is the hardware that's on the clamp. This is just so I can lock it up. So I taped up the steering column with PVC pipe tape just to protect it as well. Don't want to get damaged as we're trying to feed it through this firewall and everything before we actually get to use it. I don't know exactly what height I'm going to set it at yet, because I don't have the seats in, or the brackets for it. I'm waiting for my seats, are still on order. Last I heard they were 20 days away, so hopefully I'll see them before too long. But it doesn't affect how I position this steering wheel really, because it's tilted. As long as I have it out of the way, I should be fine. I can always push it forward and get it shorter in the shaft later on. Steering column did come too with the adapter to go to a 9-hole steering wheel. I've ordered an aftermarket steering wheel. It's supposed to be here next week, so show that once I get it. But everything else, and then of course the mounting hardware and the aluminum tilt lever, hazard plug, and the turn signal lever. So it all comes with this kit. It's a nice kit. You know what? For the price, it was $320 delivered. That's Canadian. You know, free delivery with Prime. So I'm not going to complain about that. I would have liked to, like I said, use the Toyota one. I will be putting I'll cut a piece of rubber to go in between this clamp and the column eventually too, before it's actually permanently mounted in. But because it's going to come in and out a bunch of times, that's where we're at with that. So I'll grab the camera and I'll show you what it looks like on the other side as well, how it's going to play out. All right, so here's us penetrating through the firewall, and just so you can see on this side, you can see, I'd probably just see, I don't know, the light shining on the other side. I just made little sliver cuts on each side. There, you can see it there. So those just got pushed over so this fits through. I'll tack them back up. And these are the original, it's like a 2-layer rubber system with this clamp that'll go on to seal the firewall tight. And then my angle's off a little bit. This rag joint's gonna come out. I've ordered some 3/4 inch rod, and I think what we're just going to put a joint here just for a light transition, because it's really close, and that's pretty much straight off my steering box. So should work out good, but that's where we're at with that. Looking forward to getting the seating in here, working on the roll cage soon. If the DOM would show up, that'd be great, and a bunch of other parts that are all scheduled to show up. I don't know, everything seems to be hard to get these days. Well, if you're enjoying it, please hit the like, subscribe, follow along, hit the notification bell so you know when new videos are coming out.